Wicked Ridge Assembly. All Wicked Ridge crossbows assemble in roughly the same way. In this video, we use a Wicked Ridge Invader G3 to illustrate the assembly process. Before assembling your Wicked Ridge crossbow, inventory your parts. Your package should contain a stock assembly and a bow assembly. If you purchased your crossbow with an AccuDraw or Accu52 cocking mechanism, it will be pre-installed in the buttstock. Your scope will also be mounted to the stock and bore-sighted for 20 yards. In addition, the package will contain a foot stirrup, tool pack with wrenches, main assembly bolt and washers, sample tube of lubricant, cable saver, an assembly manual, and general operating instructions with AccuDraw and Accu52 instructions. To assemble the bow, attach the cable saver to the cables by first locating the deeper of the two grooves in the cable saver. Apply a small amount of string wax on the cable saver's concave side, or dish. Right next to where the cables cross one another, snap the top cable into the deeper groove and the bottom cable into the shallower groove. This technique will allow the cables to remain relatively level, which will also help prevent limb twisting when cocking the bow. To connect the two assemblies, position the bowstring on top of the barrel as you insert the cables and cable saver into the barrel's cable slot, matching the dish of the cable saver to the convex track on the upper side of the cable slot. Then, pull the bow assembly toward the trigger assembly until the riser rod aligns with the mounting hole in the riser. To avoid cutting or fraying the cables, do not twist or rock the bow assembly to the extent that you rub the cables along the slightly sharp edges of the barrel's cable slot. Pulling the bowstring both up and toward your body helps to complete a secure connection of the bow assembly to the stock assembly. Next, install the main assembly bolt and its washers and tighten the bolt securely. It will be easier to tighten the bolt if you lift the string off the barrel with your free hand while turning it. To avoid excessive serving wear, you may need to tighten the bolt a bit more until you relieve any excess string pressure on the surface of the arrow flight deck. Finally, insert the foot stirrup. Make sure that the valley in the stirrup's foot pad points down when aiming the crossbow so that it does not block the arrow's flight path. Installing it upside down could result in serious personal injury if the arrow were to hit the stirrup. Then tighten the set screws on the bottom of the riser to lock the main assembly bolt and the foot stirrup in place. Or refer to your assembly instructions if you intend to install the standard quiver mount on your crossbow. Follow your owner's general instruction manual for lubricating your bow and waxing your string and cables.